theatre director. My name is Tracy Holsinger, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my company and about the play that we're doing from the 6th to the 8th of September at the Lionel Wendt Theatre. The theatre company is called Mind Adventures. We're 20 years old and we make original theatre. We generally devise a story. We take inspiration usually from Sri Lanka. All our original plays are based about Sri Lanka, about events and people in Sri Lanka. The cast is made up of actors, musicians, martial artists, Bharatanatyam dancers, people who can sing. They're a multi-talented cast.
My name is Andre Hausen. I'm a writer, an editor, and a stage actor. Maya is a devised stage play based some time ago in Sri Lanka. It's about developing a myth about a female hero, which is not often something we know or have in our histories. So it's something that we all create together about a role model that young girls and women can look up to.
My name is Ruben. I'm an actor and a photographer and also somewhat a sound designer. I'm designing the sound for Maya. This play is about a lot of things which we have taken from a lot of places. It's a devised production. Everything is original.
So I'm Lihan Mendis and I play Ravi in this play.
And I'm Shala and I play Maya.
We've been working on the play now for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's been very, very exciting, very tiring because I've never been in a show that has had this many physical rehearsals. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been tough on our muscles.
Hi, my name is Tracy and I play the role of the Queen.
And my name is Tehani and I play the role of Nambi. It's an adventure story, quite simply.
With this story, we have chosen to look at how women are represented in Sri Lankan mythology and folk tales, and the play Maya is a response to that, to show maybe a slightly different side to all of it. Adventure story, really, set a long time ago on an island that is meant to be like Sri Lanka. We've been rehearsing since June, and we've been creating the play as we go along. With this style of theatre, the story develops as we experiment with ideas. The play is using a lot of mime. It's very non-verbal. We've tried as much as possible to tell the story using mostly our bodies and a lot of music.
It's a device play in the sense that we create everything from scratch. So once the story or the base of the story is written, everything else is added onto it in layers. So in the process of practice, in rehearsals, we just come together, we take a scene and we build it, we develop it, and in the course of developing, we come up with new ideas or new layers that we add on to it. So the experience itself is quite interesting. It's not something we're used to.
The inspiration for the play, I mean, especially for sound, we've taken from a lot of different places like Oriental music, Sri Lankan sounds, mostly a lot of Asian sort of culture.
So in the play, I play Maya's best friend, long lost friend.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Basically, the play is set on set in this magical island, and it's about a myth and about a land out of balance, and how my character Maya together with a few other characters, including Lihan.
The inspiration from the story also came from a lot of our myths and legends and our very old traditional practices like kolam, using masks and using movement to tell a story rather than always using dialogue. We've done that because we want it to be a story that can be understood by anyone. You don't necessarily have to be English speaking to understand everything that's happening in this story. And I think all the sound and some of the instruments are created by us as well.
So my character, actually, you get to kind of see her grow up from when she was little to when she's in her teens, and you see her grow from this immature, young, scared child into a strong, confident woman, which is a pretty nice, cool, interesting journey.
It's a story about 4 girls, basically, that we were kind of trying to make it, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the sense that it's a myth, and it's got a female heroine.
And we have been very influenced by not just Sri Lankan practices, but Asian theatrical and artistic practices in general. Yeah, so we've made this big adventure, and we'll hope you come and see it. So the play Maya, on the surface, is an adventure story because we want to appeal to everyone, and I think anyone aged 10 and above can see it and understand it. I created it because I wanted to create positive female roles, to show women sort of taking the power into themselves.
For a creative, that's a nice way, but it's also a different way of dealing with acting and stage, being able to hold an idea loosely in your mind and in your hands. And it means that what comes out at the end is very, very fresh and very real, and which is something that comes up from each of us.
So this play kind of takes some of those very old ideas and puts a different spin on it. Because really, at a time like this in our country, moving forward, I think girls and boys, young people, need positive role models. People who will encourage us to think and act positively and not to just lie back and accept our fate and think we can't change it.
It's new to me. I think it's new.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Physical theatre is something that I haven't done before.
This is our first production with Mind Adventures also.
Yeah, and just everything from the physical theatre aspect of it to creating our own sound for the play just has been. It's been
Exciting.
exciting,
And original.
tiring, and it's great because it's original. We're making things up as we go along.
And looking back to where we actually started from, from creating something out of nothing
Yeah.
to where we are now, it's pretty exciting, and hope you see it too.
Basically, her journey in the story is that she is captured and basically sets forth the journey for the other characters, and that's how the story kind of moves along. And I don't want to really say much more and give away the story, but very simply put, that's the functionality of my character.
In the play itself, I play the captain of a guard, which is just under the prince who controls the entire land. My character is a very physical character. So while we incorporate forms of art in this play, we also incorporate martial arts in the play.
From local percussion instruments to gedjis to thundercans to seashells to all sorts of various different types of stuff, which we are planning to sort of amplify and create sort of an atmospheric sort of scene.
The influences have been a few from basically our own history, but not really pertaining to it also. It's very likely taken from we've been taking or drawing from the Valhasa Jataka, and also just southeastern and in this region myths. So I've basically kind of tried to do my research on different elements and different how do I say it, mythological stories, and drawn different bits from it to kind of form my character.
So the play is from the 6th to the 8th of September at the Lanoven Theatre. Tickets are already out. You can get it online on Takas as well. So hope to see you there.
Yeah.